Hey, what's good, guys? It's Mr. Creatine, and sorry it's been a little bit since I've uploaded. I know it's only been like a week, but I've been a little busy with keeping up with the Gnomes and Knights lore on TikTok and tending to my fucked up hand. But I'm gonna bring you guys a story time today about how I was fated inside of a grocery store. So, to give a little background information, where I'm from, and this is how it is with like most areas, I'm assuming, because I know there's a lot in the area I live, but we have like other like alternative schooling systems to where we can take like cooking classes, like automotive classes, construction, stuff like that. Um, and I take the cooking class at this alternative school that I have the ability to go to. And so this is probably about December of my junior year, and I have a cater, like a little thing catering, like I have to cater for a group of people through my culinary class. Like I don't have to, but it was an optional thing I wanted to do. We always get to take home food after. I was like, I could go for some of the food that we're making tonight. So I showed up at the event. My one friend's there. We'll call him Todd, just for the sake of keeping his identity private. And basically, Todd, he is a grade A fiend. Like, I'm talking, he came into this culinary class the one day, and he had, like, I think it was a thermos of G Station water from what one of our mutual friends said, and he brought his dab pen with him to this, like, culinary event. Because he can't go, like, 5 seconds without getting high, being high, just all that. And so he's talking to me. He's an interesting person. I fuck with him, but he's a little interesting. And he's talking to me. He's like, after we're done with this event, do you wanna smack my pen? And I'm like, maybe. And see, the issue was at the time I still wasn't like big on smoking yet. Like I had just gotten into doing it more, and I was supposed to go hang out with a girl I had started talking to. We'll call her Kara, and this is where the grocery store comes into play. So Kara had gotten a hold of me, asked if I wanted to go to the store with her later after I was done with my event to just get some things, because we would hang out on certain days, and it was the certain day we couldn't really hang out because she had to go to the store, so she just saw if I wanted to go to the store with her. And so it's getting towards the end of this event. We're getting changed. We have like these little uniforms we have to change in and out of when we're in the kitchen of that class. And he's like, well, last chance, MC. My mom's gonna be here to pick me up soon. If you wanna hit this, you gotta let me know. So we're walking out to the cars. I go out to Kara's car. Todd's like, "Come on, man, last chance." And I wouldn't exactly call it peer pressure, but I guess it could be seen that way because I'm nowhere near against smoking whatsoever. I do it damn near every single day, which is definitely not a good thing. I don't recommend doing it. Smoking, it's not cool or anything. I just do it because, personally, for me, it does wonders on my anxiety. This isn't exactly something that'll do for everybody, but it just helps a lot with my anxiety. And so I'm standing here, I'm like, why the fuck not? So I'm like, I open Kara's car door. I'm like, hey, I don't want my teacher or any of these parents picking these other kids up seeing me puff this smoke out just out here in this parking lot. Can I just blow it in the back of the car? She says, yeah, she doesn't care. So I take like 2, 3 pretty big hits off of this pen, and like Todd's pen, the way it hits, I hate how some dab pens hit. It just sucked on my sinuses and throat going down. So I was coughing nonstop for like 10 straight minutes, and whenever I start smoking or hitting pens and I cough, it like really heightens the effects for me and like makes it kick in faster, which sometimes I don't like. And so by the time we got to the store, this store's not even that far away from the school where I was doing this catering at. So we pull into like this parking lot not even like 10 minutes after leaving the school. I'm already beyond fried. My eyes were bright red. They were always bright red whenever I would be in her car. I just personally don't like being high out in like very public places, because if I'm out in very public places while high, I'll start like freaking the fuck out, having panic attacks, and which I'm very prone to having since I was a little kid. And so I just tried to avoid public spaces while high. And so I'm in this fucking grocery store with her, and I've been shopping here since I was like a little kid. We're getting our shopping done. I'm pushing the cart, I'm trying to be very like gentleman like. I'm carrying the bags, loading them all into the trunk of the car when we go out, and I'm pushing the shopping cart, and we get to the self-checkout section, cuz that's what I tend to use and all of my friends tend to use whenever I'm out. We're scanning stuff. You know how it be at the self-checkout. You scan something, put it in the bag. The receipt starts coming out, and she's like, MC, can you get the receipt for me so I can show my mom when I get home? And I grab the receipt not thinking, and I pull on this like fast and hard, and the entire machine, the one panel, just pops out. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm looking at her, I'm like, well, shit. And so I pull this receipt out the rest of the way, and I give it to her. I'm like, so, like, what the fuck do we do now about this receipt machine? And she's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know either. And we're like, should we get a worker to come deal with this? Like, what should we do? And eventually, and this is definitely not what you should do, after, like, 2 minutes, we just left the store. If you ever, like, break something at a store, please tell one of the workers or managers there. Don't just leave it there for them to find at another point. But we're getting out of the store. I'm pushing the shopping cart. I'm pushing it fast and then hopping on the back like a dumbass, riding the cart in the parking lot. And these two like older dudes come like over from where we parked at. They parked in a similar area to us. And we're talking, we're walking. We were like, not only had we been talking, but like we were pretty like good friends at the time. Like we talked to each other constantly, just loved being around each other, loved talking to each other. Unfortunately, not friends with this person anymore. Just didn't end up having the same things in mind, and just the friendship didn't end up working out. And so we're out here, we're pushing the parking lot. No, not pushing the fucking parking lot. We're pushing the cart through the parking lot. And these two old dudes, they like walk up to us and they're like, hey, well, can you guys pay for me too? And like they're probably 10, 15 feet in front of us. We're both walking towards each other. They're walking towards the store. We're walking away towards where we parked at. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, I'm not talking to these guys, and I don't think you should either. And she looks at them and she's like, no, sorry, we can't pay for you. And I just thought that this was an interesting interaction, and added the fact I was really high, it made the whole thing a lot more weird to me. And I'm sorry if I seem like I'm stumbling over my words a lot right now. We're currently in like a tornado warning right now, and I'm just trying to get this out real quick. And also I'm extremely high right now. So, basically, get in the car, go home. Dad's truck was parked there. Now, I don't like my dad remotely. And she's like, are you gonna be good? I know you don't like your dad. I'm like, yeah, I'm just calling it a night. I'm gonna go lay in my bed, go to sleep, eat this fucking food from this culinary event. And that's what I did. I went in my house, talked to my mom. She took one look at me and saw that I was very visually fucked up and just told me to go to my room. So that's what I did. I went and heated up my little to-go box of food and went to my room, loaded up some YouTube, and just ate my food in peace. And so, yeah, that's kind of the end of the story. In my opinion, this is kind of not one of my better stories. It's maybe a little more boring in my eyes, but I don't know, just let me know what kind of stories you guys want to see more of. I know somebody left a comment last time about wanting trailer doctor videos, and unfortunately, I just don't have many more stories of me needing medical care in the facility of my trailer. I do have stories about me going to the hospital, so if you guys want to hear about those, let me know in the comments. And just don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful day, everyone, and goodbye.